motho wa mona, ke moetapele, 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 motho wa mona.
2015, 12 August, AMCU press statement with regard to gold wage negotiations. During the first round of wage negotiations, when Chamber of Mines presented their sustainability and the social compact, they disclosed to the unions that the increase of 10% was effected to workers in 2013, whereas workers had received an increase of 8%. When AMCU interrogated this submission by Chamber of Mines, in response, they said that it was an honest mistake on their side and apologized. AMCU demanded that the Chamber of Mines should disclose the company's financial budget for the year 2013 in order to ensure that it was a mistake or an honest mistake, but such was never realized. That leaves us with no choice but to conclude that workers have been cheated their 2% salary increase. We do this against the background of what has been revealed by the Davis Tax Committee, the reports to the Parliament of transfer pricing and illicit capital flows amounting to 10 billions of rands from our continent, and where mining industries have been found to be one of the main culprits engaging in these practices. Lonmin was caught in an aggressive tax practices during the Lonmin hearing, naming the Bermuda connection as just one of the examples. AMCU has exposed such during the platinum strike, and nothing has been done by the government. In the application, they wanted the Department of Labor to permit overtime of 10 hours average per week. That is Chamber of Mines. This application was supported by other unions such as National Union of Mine Workers, UASA, and Solidarity, and it has been granted by the Department of Labor since the year 2000. We find it extremely disappointing how labor movement who pretend to fight and represent workers' interests and rights can agree on such variation which clearly suppress the working class. Since then, Anglo Gold Ashanti has been implementing this agreement at their operations. It is important for us to understand that the reason the Basic Condition of Employment Act put limits to overtime was because of its relation to health, safety, and family responsibilities. A long work day has negative consequences to mine workers such as fatigue, injuries, fatalities, and absenteeism. 20 to 30 underground workers in active workplace attracted silicosis. The Chamber of Mines and its companies, in agreement with National Union of Mine Workers, UASA, and Solidarity, substituted the meal interval by paying workers 70 rand a month meal allowance. In fact, the reality, workers could be receiving at least 300 to 400 rand a meal allowance per month. We call upon Chamber of Mines to review their offer and account to the overtime they steal from the mine workers over the years. Job losses have been endured by the South Africans, and government has failed to implement economic policies that emancipate workers from the apartheid-like salaries. Therefore, our members has emphasized that they reject this facial 1,000 increase by the two companies and subsequent to Harmony, their 500 increase to their basic salary. The only conclusion can be drawn in this practice is that workers have been over the years ambushed in terms of overtime amounting to billions of rands by these mines. I think the simple thing is just to say to Chamber of Mine and its companies, pay back the workers. That's the only thing that we need. Pay back the workers. That is what is supposed to be happening.